Hello lovelies, it's Lex and I have another speed build for you here. So I haven't done a sort of a lofty bunk bed kids room in a little bit, so I thought that I would do one of those today. Apologies if you can hear all the traffic in the background. It's about 4:30-ish while I'm recording this, so a lot of people are on their way home from work and driving past my house and ruining my recording, but I can't really do anything about it. So I ended up changing the shape of this room around a little bit from how it was originally, made it a little bit smaller, and then added those kind of like sunken back areas. This first bit that I'm working on is the like bunk bed area. And there's going to be points in the video where it goes from build mode, buy mode, into like live play mode, because I kind of play tested this room as I went along to make sure that everything worked properly. So everything that goes into this room that I tested worked totally fine. I had no problems with anything that I had my Sims try to use. But right now I'm just working on the like bunk bed area. So it was easier for me to take that wall out to be able to add in our fake stairs. And then those bookshelves I used aren't usable, but I mean, they're not even facing the way that you would want them to be able to use bookshelves. So the original plan was to do the beds this way, and then right now I'm going in and like cheating the needs to make everybody happy, because this is one of my testing play lots and everybody was miserable. So I went to do the beds this way and it just wasn't going to work out the way that I wanted it to. So I ended up just kind of moving the girls' bed. I mean, obviously you know that you can go in and change the colors of this and do whatever you want. But I ended up moving the girls' bed to the side so that we could get into the little boys' bed easier. And I actually kind of like the way that it turned out, because then after I put that half wall in, the areas are very separated. So like it's like they are sharing a room, but they still kind of have their own areas once we start putting some more furniture in. Obviously, the little boys is more just his bed, but I do put a little bit of clutter up there, so it looks like he does kind of have his own space. This section where the little girl's bed is really the only portion of the room that is, if you want to call it girly, because it has a little bit of pink and like the lighter colors and the butterflies. Pretty much everything else in the room is black, white, blues, or like a teal color. Nothing else is really super like overly feminine at all, but like I said, you know that you can go in and change this to however you'd like. So he has his shelf with a little bookshelf and the robot lamp, and then she has a little bit more going on down there, just because his space is a little bit smaller. I'm trying to remember what else we're gonna do here. I know I throw a little teddy bear in up top where that like platform is, just to kind of add a little bit of clutter to that area, and I kind of have like them each having their own window, just so it is like they have their own space. They have a little bit more of their own area that they can hang out in. I had trouble deciding what I wanted to do with the walls in here, because since I wanted it to be more neutral, it was easiest for me to probably go with like a blue color, and I was going to do that wood tone, and I ended up just only using that wood in this back area I'm working on now, which ends up being their like TV kind of hangout area, and then everything else is that kind of nighttime blue and purple like a butterfly wallpaper. I didn't want to go with anything too neutral because I thought that it would look a little bit boring. The only thing I don't want to say I'm like maybe not super happy with is this TV area that I made. I think ends up looking a little bit more adult than it should for a kid's room. But I end up putting like a bunch of little clutter kind of things on there, and then I changed that sofa out for the smaller kids seating chairs, so that ends up making it a little bit more fun and a little less like adult-ish in the area. But that radio works, the bookshelf works, the TV works, the unicorn works, all the seating I have in there seem to function perfectly fine, and then both beds work as well, as you saw. Just putting in some clutter in here. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this area. It was hard to decorate it because I was trying to have things not really swing to either gender a whole bunch. It was, I don't know, I had a difficult time kind of decorating this area. And then I've seen a lot of people using this particular bookshelf to add like stereos and things to, because it's a really nice bookshelf with lots of open spaces, so it's good for something to add things to. But since a lot of other people had been doing it, I was really watching what I was putting on it and where I was putting things, because I didn't want any of the other creators that like I'm friends with that I have like liked their rooms in the past or anything to think that I was trying to copy their ideas, because I definitely would never purposely do that. But this is just a great bookshelf for clutter. I don't know why I put those arrows in. I just kind of like the aesthetic of them. And then I went in and changed our overhead lights to just, like I said, that everything's kind of like a teal more a blue, you know, easygoing, light, relaxed kind of feeling. This closet works as well, and so does the mirror that I put in next to it. Like I said, I play tested pretty much everything I could get my hands on for this one. A little bit more clutter. I did the owl backpack for the little girls area, and then the red backpack for the little boys area, since that his space is mostly black and red, and then hers is more like teals and pinks. But I only put in the girls' shoe rack just because I didn't feel like it was necessary to put both in. And then up top, I know that these aren't kids' clothing, but I added those like wall shelf thingies that have like the adult female and adult male clothing. But I did just the hoodies, so it would seem a little bit more kid. I don't know. And then little computer over here, I put in one of the Void Critter games, a little bit of art, and that's basically it for this room, guys. I hope that you thoroughly enjoy the build. I hope everybody had a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see everybody next time.